Alright, it is that time you guys love here on the channel. Time for a channel update. And let's make the grand tour today. We'll get to this one. Get back. Cats are running around here. Which one is that? Oh, that's Rosie. We've had a heck of a blossoming here on the Rancho. This is the Robertson Navel, which is really our flagship navel orange. And the difference between a navel orange and, say, a Valencia orange is the navel oranges have like that belly button on the bottom, whereas the Valencia oranges are smooth on the bottom and they're juice oranges. These Robertson Navels are made more for eating out of hand. Still got one, I think. Down here, that one made a liar out of me, but most of them, almost all of them, you see, like this one, they have like a little belly button there at the bottom. Remember, I did shock therapy on this tree about a month ago. I was so sick of not having any production out of this. Did I really cut this back a lot, and look at all the blossoms now. Look at all of this. This is going to be some nice production here. Sometimes you just have to shock a tree to let it know who the boss is. So this one definitely got a taste of who the boss is. You know, the lemon tree just always does good all the time. Beautiful Meyer lemons. When I get back, I'm going to make some lemon gelato. I am off to Las Vegas on Sunday. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe. Hit the bell for all notifications. On the road, so it'll be bumper crop of that. And as I've said in previous videos, Valencias, they hang and hang and hang and hang, and the beautiful thing about them is you don't have to, you can just come out in summertime and pick some. It's really nice. They hold the fruit very, very well. Still eating off of the Trovita orange tree, which is a very tasty variety. I'm going to grab a couple today, which I really enjoy. They're great for a little lunch pick-me-up and a vitamin C boost. And over here is the Washington Navel, which is pretty much for years the standard of navel oranges, and it probably still is too. I'll pick one of them, but look at how we've got a lot of blossoming here too, so I'm really happy with this. Not so much on the Trovita, but you never know when it'll come in. This bore pretty heavy last year, so sometimes it takes a year off. There's some blooms over there. All right, we'll get the rest of the trees on the backswing here. This, I'm just going to watch this and make sure this thing doesn't ever get out of control again. This is the non-fruiting mulberry tree, and I don't want it overhanging the orchard. You can see today that I cut the grass. Here, there's Tiger in his mud dust pit, way up there. One of our feral cats here on the Rancho. I just finished cutting the grass this morning because, well, look at the clouds. We got a big rainstorm coming in about 8 or 9 o'clock tonight. I'm recording this on Friday afternoon about 2 o'clock. Fence has all been repaired. So, I don't know, it's kind of a weird job they got. I don't know. They kind of didn't get that in up and down, but who am I to complain? He took care of it, so I'm taking care of cutting his grass for the season. Here's our apple tree. This weekend's traditionally the Apple Blossom Festival, but they're going to have some rain out in Sebastopol, but the smell of them is just amazing. On here, it's wonderful. This tree just keeps going and going and going, even though this thing has been through it. It lives under the shadow of this enormous oak tree here. And you can see how it pitches forward to try to get itself enough light. But I think it's a pretty happy camper now. Check the fence lines. Okay, I need to do a little more repair on it. I always say to myself, oh, if I can just get one more year out of the fence, I'll be a happy camper. And that's true. So let's go up front. Let's see the rest of the orchard here. There's really nothing out front I had to tend to. The grass is fine out there. We see cats running around on the place. Alright, there's Tiger up there. This has to be weeded out. I need to put another hydrangea in the box, get that squared away. Let's see over here. Here is the almond tree that I picked up and planted about a month ago. And yeah, those two almonds are still hanging on there. There's one and then there's the other. This should be very productive in the future. And the other good thing is I did a lot of spraying this year to try to prevent peach leaf curl. And by and large, I've been pretty successful. You can see some baby plums on there. This is probably going to be a decent crop of the Japanese plums. I'm waiting to see how many pears. This is a pear tree. Here I'm waiting to see how many actually end up bearing fruit. But if it did nothing else this year, it sure put on a heck of a show. I really appreciate it. It was nice. So my spraying really paid off. And over here is the elephant heart plum. You can see a little peach leaf curl from last year. But oh, guess there's a pear right there, right? There's a little pear coming on. So we'll get some these are really delicious, deep red. There's one there. Where did that thing go? Yeah, there it is right there. Little plum. This is a really tasty variety, but it's always strange to me. It's never produces a lot of fruit. Whereas the Santa Rosa plum, the one next to it, produces a lot. Here's our new cherry tree. Our Bing. Getting the watering system set up on that. It's looking healthy. So our peach tree is doing wonderfully. Lots of peaches online. And come early July, it'll be peach canning season. And they're nice to have on cereals or pies, pancakes. Very nice. So here's our cherry tree here. Probably going to get a lot of cherries this year. This is the Stella variety. And I'll be interested to see. Then we'll have to cover it up with the netting when it gets close to maturity, because the birds go absolutely ballistic for this. There's my I love my cactus here. And I'd like to keep this tree very small because I'm not in a situation. This is the Seville orange tree, and this is the orange that you use to make sour, to make marmalade, English style marmalade. And you have to really use sour oranges, but I don't have a need for a lot of them, and I haven't made it yet. So I just keep the tree nice and trim. And that works out okay. Now let me see the best way to get through here. You see the Lady Banks roses are still firing here. That's good. I've got to change out I've got the tubes for the propane grill. That has to all be rebuilt. So there's a lot of projects when I get back. So, and here's the persimmon tree greening nicely. And the last thing to show you is just I put down some tomato plants. I was using this as a compost pile all winter for like organic matter. So I put that in here. It's going to be interesting to see how these tomato plants do. Here, so I got two here. This one may struggle a little bit for sun. I'm not sure. It might get dappled sunlight. This one might have to be moved. I might put some shade tolerant stuff here. I haven't decided yet. The whole watering system is going to have to be worked. And I have This is I believe, yeah, this is another tomato here. This is the one mortgage lifter I have. See how it does in the sunshine. This is a very tasty tomato. And I've used Better Boy and Ace 55. Over here, I've already got a few stakes, and I'm going to stake it with some wood with some wire this year, so I don't have a lot of stuff flopping over. That's the plan anyway, so thanks for watching, guys. And like I said, if you're not subscribed, subscribe, hit the bell for all notifications. Always something going on the Rancho. Thanks, everybody. Thumbs up or appreciated.